We're giving you backstage beauty tricks that really work. Shelly Goodstein is a 50-year-old CoverGirl model and author of Face This, Real Advice from Real Models. I always get kind of like, should I say 50? Because I don't think she's 50. That's a typo. But you're 50.
I am, and I'm still working it.
You still are, and you were just telling me, oh, I just had a modeling job and everything else. So you're still modeling, and you've learned a lot of tricks over the years, right?
Yes. In fact, we just did a big holiday runway show at the Phoenician, and you know, one of the biggest shows of the year, the most televised runway show, Victoria's Secret's coming up, and you know, it's kind of gotten associated with the holidays too. But there are tricks that these girls learn. I mean, they show up, you might not know, at 9 a.m. for a 7 p.m. show.
That's when they start working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not just born that way.
10 straight hours of hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the #1 beauty trick that you've learned?
Oh, there's so many, but I brought some today that you may not know about. And the first one is, I actually learned in beauty pageant days, which were quite a few years ago, about hairspray to stop jiggles.
Yeah.
And,
so do you think the Victoria's Secret models use this too?
I'm not sure they really need to, but you know, the truth is, if you just spray it on your legs, it can help stop the jiggling. Or if you're going to a ball, maybe the back of your arms, and it sort of like shrink wraps your skin.
For how long?
Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it will stay on as long as...
Oh, like you're talking thick.
Yeah, like not so much that it drips, but then you just let it dry, and yeah, you sort of feel it. So what you want is a strong hold hairspray, and it will help.
Right, and we saw pictures, you know, of the Victoria's show, and you know, the models backstage, and they're lined up, and there's just so many different products, and that's kind of what we're showing off today. Now, self-tanner, I know a lot of them use it, especially when they're doing swimsuits and that kind of stuff, but that's not the only thing that you have to use.
No, in fact, on a lot of photo shoots especially, I see this product. It's by Sally Hansen, and it's an airbrush. It's almost like a leg makeup. It will cover up flaws, and it will give you like you're wearing pantyhose.
It really works too. We have a photo that we want to show you too, and I think the before and after on this.
Isn't that pretty? And you know what's nice is you want to get one shade darker because it will give you, it's not a self-tan, but because it will come off, but it's water resistant, so it's not going to come off on your clothes, and it gives you that glow. Yes, and when you're looking at the girls on the runway, they don't have matte legs, and so you're touching the product that you want to be using also with your legs to give you that really leggy, beautiful shine. Yeah, but it's a hair product, so you might not think of it. There's lots of lotions with shimmer, but again, they come off and they get on everything. This is really a beautiful, it's bio silk shine on.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it gives you just that sheen, which is really pretty.
So that's a good way to add the sheen to your legs. And then moving on, what about cheekbones? Because you know, the models, you think they're born with that, but they really can. There's a lot you can do with that.
Yes, it's true. And the best way is to sculpt and contour, and we use bronzer for that, but that's super intimidating for most of us. This is a new product. It's Tea to Tan, and the company is by Terry, and it's a liquid watercolor bronzer. So
that scares me. How do you do it?
So you don't need much, and you can build it, and it's just very light and pretty. So you can start.
Nice.
It's a red tea extract, so you can build on it. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that is. Okay.
Yeah. And so I would suggest trying to use that and going in, of course, you know, the hollows of your cheek.
So start with this a little bit, and then maybe a highlighter, because I don't really know how to use highlighters, and I know this one we're showing off here is just one of them, but where do you put it when you're doing using a highlighter? This one's from Stila.
Right, this is Stila, and it's called Kitten. And before I tell you about the highlighter, though, I'm going to just tell you that before you do the highlighter last, but you know how your makeup gets kind of powdery and you sort of look like you're just caked on? Take a facial steamer and hover your face like maybe 20-30 seconds over it. It will melt your makeup in. And,
but it's not going to make it drip off, is it?
No, just a tiny bit, because it's really dry.
And you can just turn it on and it goes on.
I think I ran out of water. And then with the highlighter, I love this product because it works for almost all skin types, and you're just going to kind of blend it together, and where you want to use it is like the high point of your cheekbones, down your nose, and then your clavicles.
It's not going to
really
make you shiny or anything?
This is so subtle. It's going to give you that little glimmer, and where the light hits you, it'll it'll just sparkle.
Excellent. Well, I love all of these tips. I'm going to invest in a couple more.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Yeah, right under, you know, right there. All right. And, you know, the book is called Face This, Real Advice from Real Models. To find out more about it, go to facethis.blogspot.com. And don't